my first question is, now you talked about the tier 2, tier 3, tier 4 towns, and you're absolutely right. I mean, you see there's, in some ways, there is a reverse migration happening. 100%. A lot of people who were coming in from the small towns and villages are now going back because a lot of industries, especially the IT sector, if you take Bangalore for example, are able to work from their hometowns from now on. In this context, how do we ensure that the mistakes that we have made in the large cities are not repeated when some of these smaller tier 2, tier 3 and tier 4 cities starts to urbanize and grow? Because that's definitely going to happen in the current context. What are the so-called red lights that you need to be aware of and ensure that you don't tread down that path?
You have touched another very sensitive part of the ecological development of spaces, human habitation. See, what happens the moment you identify a village or thing? The first thing is the urban planner and urban designer goes. Unfortunately, the urban planner and the designers are either taught abroad or taught in hardcore cities. They have no idea that we don't need a road going straight 100 feet wide. We need just movement from that place to this place. You have connecting roads, connecting the capitals if you want, even that I'm not for very much about. Anyway, that's there. When I go into a village, the village grew, as I said, the neighborhoods grew. Now what happens when a highway grows, it cuts through the village and divides the people. That is wrong. Now we should go around the village and yet allow the village to interact with the road. Otherwise the village will move to the road.
Sure.
That is happening in Tamil Nadu, it's happening in Kerala.
It's happening everywhere. I mean,
is it Kerala especially?
When you go on a highway, it's like you move from one village to another.
That should not. So that movement should be understood. If it can be understood and communication can happen, I'm not saying cars cannot be driven or something. That is all another utopian way of looking at only cycles in the city or only motor rickshaws. And the metro is up to a point, fine. Beyond that, it will work. But the fact is, these rural cities, you must get the locals involved. It came up to a point in Bangalore about 10, 15 years back. Why it was dropped, I don't know. Everywhere in the neighborhood, you had to be responsible along with them for cleaning the place, working through the place. It was there called the citizens group or something. Somehow it died. The politician, powers that be, pushed it out. If that comes back, that you are involved, like the old Indian system of the headman and thing, if that becomes more progressively involved, I believe the future is with us in a beautiful way. I'm not against, somebody said, which means are you against tall buildings? I said, no, you can build a hyper 60-storied, 100-storied village. It can be a vertical village. There is nothing wrong, but you should have all the facilities that the village gives it to you. That's where I was looking at one project also today. I need spaces to meet people, I need to interact. I don't want isolation. This isolation should not happen too much. Human beings are communication people. Very few will sit alone for some time. Even the Gurujis and all, they call meditation. Without 10 fellows around them, they can't do any meditation. You know, they need that group to do meditation.
No, because even the last experience that India has had to try and build a city, which is Chandigarh, started off well, but I think over a period of time the whole thing has gone diluted and it's just another urban mess.
You are a dangerous man. You have touched my other favorite subject. Since you opened it, okay. I think you have read something of mine.
No, not on this. I must confess that I researched you well enough, but not on Chandigarh.
I went to Chandigarh. Okay. Long been it is built. Then again, now every year till COVID came, I had to go for a lecture. I was shocked. I said, why are you calling me? Sir, you are the only architect with the guts to criticize Chandigarh.
Okay.
Nobody has got the guts. Chandigarh, great palace, great vision, great thing. In one of my first lectures, Chandigarh, I don't know whether the other college, HF college, or one of the colleges called me. He said, can you give a talk? I said, sir, be honest, the entire evening is yours. I don't know what got into me. Because there's two incidents that happened to me together. And I don't know which one happened, which one before. I will tell you. I said, this is all right for the West, the grid pattern. In India, we are an organic people. We are served food, rasam here, pacham here, everything we eat. Whereas in the West, or even Japan, this, you must eat one after the other. No, we either mix everything to eat, or eat one. That is our organic principle of living is India. That is what should have happened. The road should not be straight, parallel. This is gridiron system. Then said, what do you say? I said, come. I mean, mentally, because I said, go outside Kandi. Show me one small city which has copied your plan. Not one. They've all gone into organic neighborhoods. Why? Because that is human living. That's Indian living. Man wants to sit, he wants to sit and talk, he wants to. Whereas the West is all of them. That's the way they all are. We are not. I thought I'd finished. In the evening, to make my point clear, one professor and two young students said, we're going for a walk. We went for a walk. Then I was looking at one road, went round. Then suddenly I turned around, all these three were missing. I looked around. Where am I? Luckily one man was, he said, where am I? Sector 12. I said, what is sector? How I live in the, I'm staying in the Taj Hotel somewhere, I don't know sector, what sector I know. Oh, that is sector 6 something, he said. I said, but how do I go? Oh, you can't cross the road here. This is part. You must walk up, cross and come back. But I said, but there's nobody on the road, not even one car. Why can't I? Can't go. He said, thank you, and he went away. Then I literally thought these boys had lost me or there's something there. I sat down. I didn't have the mobile. I didn't have phone, whom to call, what to do. Then after about 10 minutes, these two quietly come. Sir, how is Chandigarh? Smart. I said, you live. So that's exactly. We can't tell this in class, they will fail me. You want to teach. What you are talking is true. Now tomorrow in the next lecture of yours, you place this point. Don't bring our names. Place this. Which we did. Which we proved. That doesn't work. The capital buildings are fine. The great hand is fine. But the street design, town, doesn't work. We need a neighborhood planning. We need an integration. You can't have commercial space here, that space here, that space. You need a total integration. Those who want to work from home, work from home. Those who want to work from somewhere should work. That should, but unfortunately in India now, some of the roads, they're cleaning up the people who are working from the roads. I mean, trading all from, how can they clean it? It should not happen.